We're going on a Eastern Canadian tour out to Montreal, where we fly from Montreal to Europe, and then we start a European tour. We start in Paris, and it takes us to, I think, 10 different countries. Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Screaming in my face, the obvious, so obvious it hurts. Turn my hair out, pacing back and forward, but nothing can replace. And we all know you can never get enough. Push the borders till the edge and farther still. So where do you go when you have nothing better? And what do you do when you have no one, nothing?
Greg's got to get it. Do you want to do that dissonant chord, or am I going to be the only one?
You do it.
So you want to just...
My definition of an independent band is a band, for starters, that pays for itself. They're totally funded or majorly funded by their own pocket.
Being an independent band is basically doing everything yourself, so you don't have anybody supporting you. You book your own shows, you promote your own music, you distribute your own music, and you do most of the work. It's a kind of a DIY attitude, do it yourself.
Investing your own money into a project what you have faith in, doing it without the help of others.
Saving up money just to be able to feed yourself on the road and stuff. And that's, you're not even on tour yet when you encounter that problem. So yeah, it gets pretty hectic sometimes.
We've been a band for 8 years, and for the vast majority of that 8 years, it's just been pretty much us. In High Five Drive, I handle the majority of the management responsibilities, and I do much of the booking.
This is the blanket that'll be in the tour bed, so we could get some sleep during our 13-hour long drives to Winnipeg to Montreal.
Also, I'm the majority of the financial backing for the band. I put up a lot of the money to kind of make it happen when it has to happen.
Most bands think that someone's going to come right along and hand them a contract. Here's your tour bus, get out on the road. We're going to release your record. It's going to be huge. You got all this support. It's not the case at all.
Being a band for as long as we have, we've lost our way to our. Let's put it this way: if I would have spent the money I spent on High Five Drive, I would be owning a house and possibly a car. And I have a '96 Dodge Ram and still have a few more payments on.
This is the van. We named it Clifford the Big Red Dodge. It feels very good.
I think with a guy as positive as Greg Frykas, who leads our band, he's ready to do it regardless. And if we have any fears, a lot of times, Greg pulls us through.
So far, this is all the gear we got on the tour. If only that was all we would take. Okay.
Greg does everything. I mean, he's the one thing that drives this band, and I wouldn't be here without him. I think every band needs a Greg Frykas, and I think every Greg Frykas needs a Steve Jowsey. And in this case, I would say that that's like a faithful follower that believes in what his leader is doing, and I would follow that man to hell and back. So, we take the world on together.
To come up with a rough plan, a rough estimate, 2 hours a day times 7 days a week times 6 months until the tour happens. So, well, I'm not in a band because I'm good at math. That's a long fucking time. you're actually on the road, rarely at our level will a band ever make money or be able to come back with something. A lot of the time you're paying. Even if you break even, you just spent a month and a half without any type of income. You come home to all the bills waiting for you there. I've come home to $3,000-4,000 worth of bills, and not a cent in my pocket at the time. You're 3 weeks away from a paycheck. That's another one of the struggles. It's just kind of being able to float kind of until your next paycheck, time off on the road. Okay, so
Straight to the
my guitar is in here. Check. My head is in here. My cabin is in here. Your cabin is in here. Your head is in here. All the drums are in here.
Being based in Winnipeg, you definitely got to get on the road. Not a lot of people are watching the sticks. And I mean, you could get lucky. There are bands that have just been discovered in Winnipeg. I'm sure I couldn't name any. But the most important thing we've learned being a band from Winnipeg is get out of Winnipeg.
Bye, guys. Let's go. So we're in Paris, and we're about to check out the Eiffel Tower here. It's like a gigantic bunch of scaffolding.
I always thought it'd be bigger.
That's what she said.
All right, you're done. That's your one for the goal. I don't think we even went up close last time.
No, we did. This is day one of our tour. The first show is today. We arrived several days ago, and we've been just sitting in an apartment, pretty much.
It hasn't been much of a tour so far. It's been more of a sit down.
More of a sit down, yeah. Breakfast, cook your own breakfast kind of trip.
Yeah. We're about to change it all though.
Yeah, this is but the start. Show tonight is in Paris, France. It's our second time playing France. It's our fourth time being booked in France. And every other time the show is either canceled or one time was because of a strike. It couldn't happen. I guess it's just some kind of a curse, some kind of a little rain cloud following us.
Most of the venues we play end up being really small, or in France it's mostly like basement caves, quite literally. Like, so it's concrete, it's hot, there's no ventilation, and it'll maybe fit 30 or 60 people or something along those lines. We keep our gear in the car, we get changed in the car, and like Greg and I do vocal exercises in the car. So we basically we start to live out of that thing, because most of the places we play are pretty small and they're modest, and occasionally you get a backstage room, but more often than not you just hang out in the bar before the show.
The first time we ever went to Europe was 2007. It's one of those tours where you leave and you're gone and you're gone and you're gone, and then it's like 6 weeks and you still have another 2 weeks on the tour, and you have absolutely no money, and you don't even want to think of what your bills look like when you get home. We spent big money on that tour, and even though the shows that we did have paid decent, we did decent on merch, we lost something like $15,000. And that's a loss right out of the pocket. Losing that amount of money is to most bands would be detrimental, would possibly be the last thing that band ever did. But I thought it was a really good idea that we go back as soon as possible. We don't try to make it just you know, we're a band who made it to Europe once. You know, okay, we did it. That's it. Like that's barely episode 1.
Try not to get cooked on the camera.
Gotcha. Like starting now, right?
Can you get a hand on that alternator up there? I just need you to wiggle it. We MacGyvered a socket inside of a hose so that it would stop leaking, and we left the alternator kind of loose, and we spilled coolant pretty much all over the fucking highway. Whatever. Let's get the fuck on the road, man. We started touring in a car instead of a van because, again, it was much cheaper, and we were able to borrow equipment from other bands that we were playing with. So it made it easy enough. All we had to bring were our guitars and extra stuff for the drums. It was a lot simpler that way.
We're at the Ukrainian border. We've been here for about 3 hours, maybe more than that. We got through. All our passports have the Ukrainian stamp on them. But there was a problem with the ATA Carnet. ATA Carnet is a piece of paper that says we have gear and we're not going to sell it. Something like that. So here we wait while they sort through it still.
The second time we took a chance and went out to the Ukraine, which is not what everyone aspires to do when they're going over to Europe, but it was just one of those risks we wanted to take. Not many bands that go over and play in the Ukraine. We had problems with police, with borders, put us behind, we missed shows.
We are in the Ukraine. Greg, how do you feel to be in the Ukraine?
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
This is the homeland.
Yeah, this is Greg Rakuzniak's homeland.
Peut-être il faut de l'échange là peut-être. Sinon il faut qu'on retourne là-bas.
He's excited to be in the Ukraine.
I'm excited to be past the border because that was slightly terrifying, and it went from terrifying, they're gonna search our cavities of our bodies and like tear our van apart, to all of a sudden they wanted to hear our band and they wanted CDs, and then we were autographing CDs. It was fucking mental. When I started playing in this band, I'm not sure what I expected actually. I just like the music and I love playing drums. I never expected that it would take me, halfway across the world. It's taken me places I never thought I would be. Ukraine, never thought I would be there.
So Greg, how does it feel to be out of the Ukraine?
I miss the people, but I don't miss the country.
You don't miss the country? What time did we get there this morning?
We got at the border at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it is now 5:30, almost 6 actually.
It's not even kidding.
We missed our show today. We're gonna try to make it to the Czech Republic. That's all I got today, folks.
That's all you got?
Signing off.
Thinking if we keep getting these guarantees and selling even a minimal amount of merch every day, then we should be able to stay afloat and up.
We should be. Like here's an example. Yesterday with the show, with getting €150 and selling 140, we are up $184 Canadian.
Okay.
Yes, the day before that, getting paid €60 and selling like 4 things or 5 things or whatever it was, we are down 85.
But you've got that on that day only because that's when we spent the $52.95 on supplies. Like this is a day by day and not a grand total.
True. Oh well, if you want the, hold on, I was just putting together the grand total still. Sheet 1 is the grand total. So far, the total we are down is $3,523.
We haven't paid for the plane tickets yet.
A lot of times I'll be balancing the books in the car, just making sure that we're still on track and how much we've spent up till now, where the tour might be. On the Canadian tours, I did a lot of the navigating. That was before GPS. Now that we have GPS, that takes care of that. So really on the drives, as long as I get in an hour on the computer to make sure everything's on track and keep track of all the spendings, then the rest is whatever. Hold on to the window. Slowly but surely, we're chipping away at this.
Tonight's show was really good. We played Tiki's 3 times, and they're kind of like, they're buddies now. Like, it's like a second home. It's like the Albert of Geneva. I didn't play very good. There's just some shows you do great, and then there's I think it was in Get in the Van by Henry Rollins where he said there's those shows where you can't wait till the next one to kind of make it up. That's kind of how I feel right now. Like, excited for tomorrow to kind of make up for what I did today, because it definitely didn't quite hit the benchmark that I like to. I mean, 1 or 2 mistakes is no big deal. It happens. I'm a human being, but I made like five wicked bad guitar mistakes. But
people think it's, we show up, we rock and roll, and then we go party all night, and somehow miraculously we make it to the next show unscathed the next day. But the reality is, if you want to make it to those shows, when you have 8-hour drives the next day, it's like, you want to get back to sleeping place ASAP, 1 beer maybe, and go to bed, because you're going to sleep for 5 hours, get up and drive all day, and it's exhausting.
We carry around camping mattresses and sleeping bags. I remember we got laughed at the airport because they're like, they asked us what we were doing, and we're like, well, we're a band going on tour, and they kind of looked at the sleeping bags. And he's like, you guys going camping? And I was like, man, this is an indie tour, come on.
Sometimes it's like standing around outside a venue at the end of the night and you're like, where are we going tonight? His place or her place? Wait a second, she doesn't even speak English. But she has a place? Yeah, it could fit 5 of us on the floor? Great.
I think we're overlooking Monaco, so we're right on the border of France and Italy. And we've actually been to this exact gas station like 3 or 4 times. So it's kind of like a familiar place, I guess. Feel kind of at home.
This next song's about being on the road for a really long time. And we came from really far away, so thanks a lot. Merci beaucoup, Fort Noncave. This next one's called 8-Hour Drives.
Playing here this evening at the Coliseum.
This is a rad venue for what we're gonna do today.
Heard the catering is just exquisite.
Definitely. That's right there. That's the green room. I don't know how we get up there yet. We'll find out soon. Usually we don't get to see a lot of sights, but something like this, you got to make time for no matter what. Like, actually getting to do these tours is amazing. Like, it's what I want to be doing. There's no questions asked. This is life. This is what it should be. Everything else is a waste of time. And I mean, as much as your job sucks and as much as it wears you down, it's still something that you know you're going to be able to quit one day. And yeah, you'll probably have to come back to it, but that time you get to leave is the time that you actually get to be who you want to be. The rest of the time is just
the fill-in for Greg Ricas. This is some guy who's posing as Greg Ricas until he gets to go on tour again.
It's an indescribable feeling to have, people just so happy to hear you live and that are just, they tell you how much your music means to them and stuff, and that's worth anything, I think.
Oh my God, how many are there? There's too many goats to handle.
This is really happening right now.
Goats everywhere.
So we had a little problem with the car.
What?
Well, I had a little problem with the car. I had to back it out of the driveway. You didn't see that till now?
Dude. Oh, no, Greg.
Yeah, this happened like an hour ago. We could even, you could see the part where I actually hit the wall.
Oh, why? Because there's a bit of the car left on the wall?
That was the contact point. Yeah. Yeah, I suck at driving.
He's like, holy shit, High Five Drive needs a car. They get it back a month later, there's like 100,000 kilometers on it. Jesus, what did you guys do? You average like 1,000 kilometers a day.
Oh yeah, there was also another time in Europe when we were in the Ukraine, where the parkade we fit, but as you were leaving, there was a bump at the exit, and the bump was big enough to scratch up the roof of the van. So yeah, we don't have a very good track record.
Barely got anything in it at all, for now. Well, apparently Greg decided that he would leave all my sticks in Italy. So yesterday, the worst part is that we didn't know until we were about 15 minutes from playing, and all I had was one stick. I asked the drummer from the other band if he had some sticks I could use, and he's like, I only have 2. I was like, that's funny. He's like, no, I really only have 2. I was like, oh. And one of them was really badly broken. This is what I came up with yesterday. That's what I played with. This is the one I found in the backstage. Dude.
I'm sorry.
Could be
Steve.
legendary, man.
This has been just a ring of bad luck. Vocal warm-ups are really important. This tour was 32 shows in 34 days. And you're singing every single day. And when I sing, it is at the almost top of my range. A lot of notes in the set are as high as I could possibly go. And it really takes a toll. I've been having vocal problems for the last couple of years. My voice has been, it's been getting harder and harder to hit those notes. I got to push harder and harder to make it happen.
I can't better face the harsh reality that's brought me down.
A lot of places in Europe you can still smoke, and so the venues are just covered. There's no ventilation, first of all. They are just completely covered. Like the smoke is so thick, it's like a fog machine, and you got to still perform 100% under these conditions. You can't ever not play at 100%. It's got to be like the last show you'll ever get to play.
you very, very, very much. Thank you.
So we're in Graz, Austria. We're doing laundry. I got a phone call today, and we're going to be playing Rose Rock on Saturday, next Saturday. I can't believe it. It's a huge surprise. The unfortunate part is we're going to have to drive. We have a 10-hour drive to get there. The latest we could possibly be there is at 6:30. So it's going to be a really busy day, but anything to play Rose Rock, man. It's a giant festival out here. It's the AFI, Sum 41, Bad Religion, Pennywise, all these bands are playing it.
Girls Rock is a giant festival. It's kind of like the Uber Warped Tour. And the fan base that goes out to this show is a punk rock crowd. So to be able to play something like Girls Rock is unreal. It's a dream for us because we get to see our heroes and play alongside them. And it's a dream for a tour because it means that we're going to get to play to a whole new crowd that's never seen us before.
I got a grin from ear to ear, man. Like this news was just the icing on the cake. This has really been one of the best tours, if not the best tour we've ever done. So it's a good feeling. And very soon I'll have clean clothes. That's also a good feeling.
We can either sleep for 4 hours and then drive all day and get there right before we have to play, or we can drive right after a show and then get there, sleep for 4 hours.
Think it might be better to take those 4 hours of sleep, because even though it won't be a full night's rest, we get some rest in the car, people can sleep, people can drive.
As much as I hate to do it, I would feel better if we did overnight. Like, if we don't do overnight, we're gonna be cutting it super close, like, no breaks, like, fuck, if anything happens to the car, we're fucking boned. Like, there's no hope of saving it at that point, you know what I mean?
I would rather take the 4 hours sleep than no sleep.
Yeah, and I think if we time it right, we can get a couple people that could get more than that.
It's not just the sleep. It's not just the sleep. It's the cutting it super, super close to getting to the biggest show of, like, our European life.
Yeah. We just did an overnight drive. I haven't slept for 20, I don't even know when I last slept. And here we are, we're at Rose Rock.
You want some energy drink?
No, I think.
Greg actually did the last 10 hours. I only did 2 hours of driving out of the 12.
Last time I slept, it was 11 a.m. Yesterday, I was in the Czech Republic. Since then, we drove out of the Czech Republic. We played a show at Werkersdorf. I bought lunch for €28 at this restaurant place for a salad and tomato soup and a bun. So,
And a piece of apple pie. The
apple pie was the highlight, but this is it. This is fucking for real, man. So, pretty stoked.
I never thought, not alone would this band take us to Europe, but I never thought that I would play, one show with all my favorite bands growing up, and we're really grateful. I think the driving overnight after the Austrian show was the very least we could do for getting that opportunity.
We're going out, we're expecting the worst, we're expecting these bad things to happen to us, we're expecting to wreck vehicles, we're expecting to go out and spend way more money on merch than we'll ever be able to sell. But we're also expecting to have a good time that we'll never forget.
our success definitely stems from dedication, hard work, persistence. That's all. In some senses, that's all we've got going for us. It's almost like you're always trying to prove yourself that we can continue on, because it seems that nowadays most bands are a little bit disposable and just kind of come and go as they please. They disband and reband and whatever. And indie bands, if you want to have any hope of sustaining yourself, you have to just persist, and that's what we do. So you're working for you, and you're all you've got. So if you stop working, then the band stops working.
It must seem ridiculous to a lot of people. Why would you want to spend $100,000 on a band? Why would you want to lose $15,000 on a European tour and do it again? But that's the only way we've been able to do it. If it's that or nothing, I'll take that. This path has never been paved with gold or anything. It's if anything, it's been paved with shit and sticks and dirt. But it's all we know. It's all I know. I'd never want to give up music. I can't imagine not doing this. It's given my life purpose. When a lot of people just end up getting the job and working for the weekend and yeah, doing whatever, hoping that the line isn't too long at the dance bar. And man, I couldn't imagine only doing that. Being able to go on these tours and being able to do it and having the pride to say that you did it by yourself, that no one wanted to give you the shot, and you said, fine, fuck you, I'm doing it then. I'm the one who's going to make it happen. It's something that you could stand behind for the rest of your life, and it's something that you never want to stop at. Like if I'm 50 or 60 one day, you know, working a job, I sure hope I get to quit in a couple months and get to go back on tour.
So where do you go when you have nothing better? So what do you do when you have no one, nothing? Who are you when reflection is a stranger? So who are you now? You watch your life just pass by. Don't just pass